Road Rally is such a strong episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is the ninth episode of the third season, and as I've mentioned before, I watch this for two reasons. One, I'm a Disney fan, and particularly a Donald Duck fan, and I also watch it because I love to see how beneficial the shows are for young viewers. And with regards to being a Disney fan, really appealed to me. There's one thing that I loved the most that genuinely made me laugh out loud and kind of roll my eyes. It's the first button that Goofy presses on his vehicle. I won't say any more than that. I won't spoil it, but that really entertained me. But I also think that there are so many lessons in this for children and also great opportunities for encouraging creative play because the gang all have to, well, they all choose to take part in this road rally where they each have a different vehicle and they're all going on this journey. And it's not really a race. Pete thinks it's a race, and we have a bit of a tortoise and hare story going on there with Pete, and Pete thinks it's all about winning. Clarabelle keeps saying it's not about winning, it's having fun, which is always an important lesson. But the rest of them have selected their own vehicles. Chip and Dale are on a scooter, and Donald's in the little choo-choo train, Mickey's in his car. And I think that that's great that they all have different vehicles or modes of transportation, because if you have children who are wanting to do this together, if, for example, they'd all been on their bikes in the episode, and then you have one friend who doesn't have a bike, they're going to feel left out. But they can choose any mode of transportation they want: roller skates, bicycles, scooters, skateboards. Anybody, any child in the neighbourhood, if you were to recreate this, could take part. They could do it on their feet if they wanted. So I think it's really encouraging that they didn't all just have the same kind of transportation. And they have to solve problems along the way, of course, and there's a bit of rivalry between Goofy and Toodles. Toodles in this episode has his face and he speaks quite a bit. And Toodles obviously wants to help, but Goofy's got this new truck, this new machine that can also help. And it's Mickey tries to balance between the two of them to give each of them a fair chance to help. Because let's face it, Toodles' job is to help, but Goofy never really gets to solve problems because he's not very good at it. But he now has the opportunity to do so. So it's also about playing fair, giving each person a fair chance. And there are other opportunities for learning, things like shapes, how many sides does a triangle have. It's a very strong episode. There are a lot of morals, a lot of lessons in this, a lot of opportunities to learn about how to treat people differently, or treat them the same, but treat them for their individual needs. And also opportunities for direct learning, like the names and sides of shapes. Road Rally is a very strong episode. I still find Toodles really unnerving when he speaks. I still think that's quite peculiar. But it's definitely an interesting thing that I think a lot of young children will like. Road Rally is unquestionably a very strong episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.